I've got my dad with me today, and he's going to be telling us the things that he wishes his 20 and 30-year-old self knew. Because what's the point of having elders if you cannot learn from them? So we're going to be talking relationship to money, to life in general. And if that sounds like something that you want to watch, then please keep on watching. You want to introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Otumba Ayola Fafowora. It's good to be here. I want to say that we should establish a premise first. No two children are the same, even if they come from the same home.
Yeah.
Everybody comes to this world with their characters, with their traits, and our realization of our environment differs as well.
Yeah.
In my early years, I was just going to school. Like many people, you don't even know really the reason why you are going to school, because our educational system was not tailored in a way to guide us in a particular profession or the other, Everybody was just studying the same subjects, and you are just doing it because you have to pass and fulfill righteousness.
Yeah.
But coming to the end of the secondary school, I was beginning to have ideas about what life is all about. And then you start to check yourself. What are your interests? What are the things that you will do that you will not feel like you are working? Like J.J. Okocha said once, that playing football was natural to him, and he's very lucky to be getting paid for what he likes to do. So to him, it's not like he's working. So if everybody can find their niche, getting to understand yourself and know this is what I like doing, now you pursue that in life, then everybody would excel, pursuing that academically and professionally.
Yeah.
But when you do what you're good at doing, you'll be able to imagine, you'll be creative, you're going to do things out of the box, and then you become a star.
100%.
But like I said, children come in different forms. There are people who just going to school is just for the purpose of being aware of the environment.
Yeah.
That they're only good working with their hands.
Yeah.
So if as a parent you notice that in your child, it is best to guide the child in that direction.
Yeah.
So that the child will excel in life and will quickly find his niche and have a long time to enjoy for old age.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about relationship then, since we've spoken about career. Whether that be romantic relationships or friendships, just relationships in general with people. Because you're an extrovert. My dad is an extrovert, by the way. He enjoys going out. He enjoys being the life of the party. In fact, he does that. He thrives in that type of environment.
I think when it has to do with relationship, you have to be honest. You must be honest. You must be truthful. You must be plain. Like me, I'm a very plain person. People say I'm even plain to a fault. If I'm on your case to assist you, at a point you'll be telling me, now you get out. Now you get this matter, So I know how to keep friendship, for a long time. I have friends that we have been friends from primary school, secondary school. The friendship to me is about honesty, is about being truthful, is about looking out for your person, and making sure that you watch their back and just be plain to each other. And it doesn't take time to know when someone is truthful.
Yeah.
And once they see you that you are truthful,
honest.
Yes, honest, you are not an envious person, you are contented, friendship will thrive like that.
What about people who are like backbiters, backstabbers, all those types of things?
If you are not someone like that, your body vibes do not attract people like that. And if they come, they will fall by the wayside because if you are.
How do you now handle that type of situation now? Because let's say you've given that person your all, like in terms of relationship or friendship, you thought that you were vibrating on the same frequency, but then it now turned out that the person is not a great person. Obviously, a lot of people will then decide to just lock themselves up and they don't want to have friends anymore. They don't want to, relate with people like that anymore. So what's your advice for that type of situation?
I will just quietly walk. It will take a walk from the person quietly without raising any eyebrow. I will not just warm up to the person again, and quietly I'll be on my own.
What about like romantic relationships then?
Like every young man, you want to experiment. You have 1, 2, 3 friends. But it has to do with your background as well. You might be open to few friends, girls. It usually starts off on a platonic level. They start to have feelings for each other. But you are always guided by your environment. Because I am from a very polygamous background. My father had about 6 wives, and I'm the first child. So I didn't want to set out in that direction. As at the time I wanted to marry, I had just 2 girlfriends. I was very meticulous in my choice of wife because what I did was to set out criteria for myself. What I just did was to score each of them against my desire, because when it comes to life partner and romance, you have to be selfish in taking decisions. Whatever decision you take would affect you throughout life.
And the choice of partner that you marry can make or mar your life, basically.
Will determine the trajectory of your life, whether you are going to be successful or you are going to be a failure. Because At that point of taking that decision, once you start having children, if that decision is bad, that bad decision will go to the children.
Yeah.
Will affect the home, will affect your finances, will affect everything concerning you.
Yeah.
And it will define who you are. But when you get it straight and good from the beginning, people will be wondering.
Did you do juju?
They will be wondering whether you have done juju or what, because your life will just be smooth. And everything you lay your eyes on will continue to prosper. What I tell young people is, take your time and know that marriage is not a child's play. It is something you must take very, very seriously. Marriage is not like boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, you can just wake up one day and say, I am not married, I am not going out with you again. And then you look for another person, goes around with. In marriage, families are involved, ceremonies are involved, spirituality is involved. A lot of things have come to play.
So it's not just about you anymore.
It's not about you again. You cannot just stand up one day and say, I'm walking away. You can't walk away.
I'm walking away.
They will walk you back to
From the troubles in my life, I'm walking away. Okay, so let's talk about money then. Making money, or, when people say they want to marry for money because they don't want to suffer in life, what do you have to say about that? And even especially also in your career and making money as well, what do you have to say about that?
You see, about career, once you are doing what you enjoy doing, naturally you will excel and money will come.
Yeah.
Money is not usually you don't aim for money, Abination.
Yeah.
What you should just put your mind on is, am I in the right environment that I can thrive?
Yeah.
Just like a plant that is planted by the riverside, you have good soil and everything. It will sprout and germinate and bring good fruit.
Yeah.
So if you are in an environment where you are happy with yourself, you are happy doing what you are doing, the natural thing is growth. And growth comes with success, and then you start to make money from what you are doing. You can even improvise and be creative and then do things that other people have not been doing. And then, people will know. People will know what you are doing.
So basically, if you start out chasing money many times, it wouldn't work out the way you want it to work out. But if you start out trying to do the right thing, then money will follow.
Yes, people will notice you. I'll give an example about myself. I studied marketing and business administration. So I worked in a few multinationals. Then after about 10 years, I joined a private industrialist to work. Initially, I joined as a regional sales manager for the East. And when we started working, by the time I got there, their sales was very low. Within a month or two that I got there, the sales had skyrocketed and the turnover was very huge. Such that the owner of the business had a meeting with me and asked me, what exactly am I doing that is different? And I just told him, yes, I understand the market and I'm reaching out to people and they are responding very well and our product is good. That's why we're doing well. Shortly after that, another company called me to come and be area manager in Lagos. And they offered me a better salary. And I went to my director and said, sir, I'm going to resign. I'm going to join so and so company. What's the problem? I said, they're offering me higher money that you are paying. The man said, is it about money? I said, yes, it's money now. The man said, if I give you that money, will you stay? I said, what am I going to do there? If you give me the money that I'm paying you, I will stay. And right there and then, the man increased my salary to that point. That is because the man knows that one of the things that are very difficult to find in life.
And they are people.
Human beings.
Resources.
Yes. If it is equipment, you can buy the latest equipment, but the people that will change that equipment, you can interview 20, you cannot get one.
Yeah.
So anyone you get, you hold on to the person and make sure that you satisfy the person so that you can get the best out of your equipment.
Yeah.
Human capital development or human beings are very, very, very important.
Yeah.
And then you can only achieve that when you are in an environment where you thrive and you are doing the best thing you can do.
Yeah.
Eventually, within 2-3 years working with the person, they have different arms of the company. Because of the potentials they saw in me and my ability, they collapsed every other one and brought them under my command. And all the other managers, they transferred them to various parts of the country. So I became the only regional manager for all the company products, pharmaceuticals, households, chemicals, everything. And that is because the owner, working closely with me, they have seen that I have the capacity to do more than I'm doing at that time. So they exploited my ability without paying me. That's why I use the word exploited.
Why didn't they pay you?
Because they felt that because at the time I got that salary increment, all my colleagues in other parts of the country, I was the highest paid.
Oh, fine. So they felt that they should give you more work since they are giving you
more money. You understand? So that's what it is. So if you are in an environment where you are doing well, you will grow and thrive. And you will not even have to work much, but it will show.
Yeah.
And people around you will
see it as well.
That's it.
what about like raising children, you know, from newborn phase to toddlerhood to, you know, teenage and then adulthood? Well, what do you have to say about like raising children and bringing up your family?
One, it is God. There is no roadmap. First, when you marry someone that is your soulmate or someone that is your friend, I'm not talking about love. Love is another thing entirely. I used to tell people, don't marry because of love. Marry your friend. Honestly, when you marry your friend, there is no disagreement you will have that you will not settle as friends. You know, I remember when I got married to my wife, after 18 years of marriage, we're 32 years now in marriage. After 18 years of marriage, my mother-in-law called me one morning and she was praying for me. I said, Mommy, what's up? She said that she's just wondering that we have been married to our daughter now.
And she has not had to settle any fights.
For the past 18 years, that I've never called, both of us have never called her to complain, to say, this is what this person did. And she knows that both of us were not safe. But somehow, we are able to reconcile each other. So that is the kind of thing I want. You know, I always tell young people, marry your friend. When you marry your friend, you will solve all problems. By the time children start coming in, you will be able to understand each other. And you know, there is no marriage where there are no ups and downs. At times, the man may be broke. And if the wife has money, she will cover up. And because you are friends, it's not that you continue to collect money and you won't pay back. No. As you relate as it's supposed to be in natural life, not because she's my wife, I would oppress her, or because she's my husband, I would oppress him, you know, not like that. And then you see that the children growing up in that environment
will thrive as well.
Will thrive, they will look up to you. They even without anybody telling them, they can tell you, this is the way my daddy will behave, this is the way my mommy will behave under the circumstance, and they will get it right. And even your wife, when you are not there, and they ask your wife an hypothetical question, what will your husband do in this circumstance? She will say exactly what you will do. If you are in another place, they ask you, what she said is what you will say. Because both of you
know each other.
You know each other very well and you are friends. So children will thrive under that circumstance. And to tell you the truth, it's only God that
can raise
children. You will only, as a couple or as a family, study your children very well, know what they like doing. You try to encourage them to go in that direction. If you notice anything bad in a particular child's behavior, both of you will come together and tell the child, no, this is not good. This is the way to go. You know? And you see, the first 15, 13 or 14 years in a child's life is when parents actually can impact on the children. That's when you can impact your knowledge, your behavioral pattern, everything on the child. Because once the child enters the higher institution, the child is off your radar. It is what the child has learned from home that will push the child forward. And then that is what will guide the child throughout life. So it is God. That's why it's good to pray. You know, you do your best. You know, it's like a plant. You water it, you weed it, you give all the nutrients, but it's God that makes it grow. That is the way children are exactly.
Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for sharing all your nuggets with us.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment down in the comment section sharing your own thoughts and your own opinions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Bye.